In an exclusive interview to Republic TV, J&K DGP Dilbag Singh spoke to my colleague Zeenat Zishan Fazil on the security situation in Jammu and Kashmir post-abrogation of Article 370 and a range of other issues. Listen in to an excerpt from that exclusive interview.
We are joined by Jammu Kashmir Police DGP Dilbag Singh. Thank you so much for speaking to Republic, sir. Sir, post-abrogation of Article 370, the biggest challenge was law and order. So what kind of planning was done to ensure that everything remained normal and calm?
See, a very large number of steps were required to be taken, and all those past incidents of land order were kept in mind while planning for the land order which was expected post abrogation of 370 and 35A. One, I would say that our preparation started much before the actual act began. So therefore, we already had our district level plans and the plans for our hotspots where we had land order situations in the past. So therefore, that advanced planning was there. Number two, that was followed by a required number of troops that we needed. Luckily, we already have a very heavy deployment for Shri Amarnath Ji Jatra. So since the Jatra was wound up little before it was to culminate, all those troops which were deployed on the Jatra duty were also available for land order. So as per our planning, they were deployed wherever they were required to be deployed. And in addition, whatever troops we needed, those troops were inducted from outside the state. So therefore, our advanced planning for land order, advanced mapping of the hotspots, and adequate deployment of forces was there, which was needed.
DGP Singh, we are saying that despite there are strict restrictions when it comes to communication tools, although just few days back now the prepaid mobile services have been restored, but at the same time social media is nowhere. So in these circumstances, how is Pakistan tormenting trouble on ground? Because they have been fuming fire for the last 3 decades or so, and now the communication tool is not there. Social media is not there. So how are they operating? How are they creating troubles on ground?
See, social media was not here in the state, but social media is functional elsewhere. They had their cells operating at different parts in the country and even abroad. I give you an example of a person called Hamza Hizbi, the one who has been brought from some foreign country. He was sitting there and fomenting trouble. He was making all kind of social media use and then spreading it across various circles. So Pakistan has been trying very seriously to see that wherever their agents and people who were in touch with them were having access to internet, they were exploited fully. But definitely restrictions here on the social media and internet were a big help, and they continue to be big help. That is why that we've been very, very cautious in our approach towards providing internet access.
Sir, one question from your department. One of your officers of the DYSP rank was arrested where he was traveling with militants to the other part of the place. He was arrested on National Highway. Do you believe that has really impacted the morale of your soldiers, or the credibility of JKP is under radar now?
See, one thing is you feel bad that somebody from within the force does that kind of act which is not expected of him. But on the other side, if you do this kind of act, you will not be spared. That's a very strong message that has been sent. We don't spare anybody. In my earlier interview also I said, we do not spare anyone who is on the other side of the law, who does any unlawful act being in uniform. There have been cases in the past where SPOs went away along with weapons, joined terrorist ranks and were killed within same day, within 24 hours, along with the group they joined. There are cases where 2 army men left along with their weapons. We did not spare them. We chased them, killed them, neutralized them, took our weapons back. There are cases, even yesterday, that encounter which took place in which Adil Sheikh has been killed. Adil Sheikh was an SPO who stole 8 weapons from the residence of Ajaj Mir, former MLA. He was working with him at his residence along with the security personnel. So yesterday he's been killed. We have recovered our weapons back. So anybody going astray and joining militant ranks, anybody doing anything unlawful will not be spared at any cost, whosoever he may be. But just you feel bad that somebody who was not expected to this kind of act, he did it, but one who does it will face it.